Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would film what's in my art bag video because I start classes next week and I just thought I'd share with you what I'm taking with me. I have so much stuff, so I'm not going to ramble on for too long because otherwise this video could probably be an hour. So let's just get started. I go to class once a week for 2 lessons. I go for a painting for pleasure class, which is a free choice, very relaxed class where we get given projects and we can replicate them or do our own interpretation, and it's a lovely calm lesson. And then in the afternoon I'll go to an art history class, which is so fascinating. We've done all sorts from the Impressionists to Pointillism to Fauvism, and we'll learn about these artists and then we'll reproduce parts of their work, learn about colour. I love that class. First thing I want to talk to you about is the bag I take. It's this one. I don't know where it's from, but it is huge. I mean, this isn't doing it justice. It is way bigger than what you think. It's got wheels on the bottom, so it's like a trolley bag. It was my great-grandma's actually. She passed away 2 years ago, and that bag is just perfect for storing all my art supplies and taking them to and from class. I'll also obviously take a palette. This is just a basic plastic palette from WH Smith. Then I just have this box of paints here. This box was from the range and it's perfect size for my paints, as you can see. And I have Daler Rowney Crayola Artist Acrylic Paint. This is what I use in my painting for pleasure class. They're so easy to use and easy to correct. You just paint over it in white if you make a mistake. I love these. And the colours I have are Hooker's Green, Cadmium Red, Yellow Ochre, Cerulean Blue, Burnt Umber, Cadmium Yellow, Sap Green, Crimson Alizarin Hue, Ultramarine, and then I also have a Cerulean Blue in the Golden Artist's Acrylic brand because I ran out of the other cerulean blue I have. Then for my art history class I have a bag of oil paints, and these are the Winsor & Newton paints, and the colours I have here are Titanium White, Cadmium Yellow, Cadmium Red, French Ultramarine, Burnt Sienna, Cerulean Blue and Permanent Rose. I then have a box of paintbrushes. This box was from the range. I'll just show you some of my favourite brands. I have a bunch of Da Vinci brushes. I have some Cotman watercolour brushes. I used to do quite a lot of watercolour when I was younger. I have a toothbrush, which is great for cleaning palettes and for paint splatters. I have some Graduate Daler Rowney brushes, Royal Soft Grit. I think these are Pro Art acrylic brushes because this is a Pro Art watercolour brush which I got at the same time from the same brand. Some very simple Boldmere old brushes, a Royal Sovereign colour shaper, which is great for when you're doing watercolour and you're using masking fluid. This is a really interesting brush. It's got a sort of almost 3D chiselled nib and it says it's Rosemary & Co. And it's fantastic. I love this one as well. Da Vinci. And then I also have some very small and thin Daler Rowney brushes, and I also have a palette knife. I will then also take some white acrylic paint because this is just a staple. It's in titanium white. It's Crayola Artist's Acrylic Daler Rowney. I'll then take some soft pastels. These are from The Works. They're great for colour theory. I'll also take a massive wad of kitchen roll. And I'll also take a jar of water. I use a mason jar because it's so much easier to fill this up the night before, go into class, pop it on your desk, open it up, use the water, close it back up when you've gone, and then you can go home. As opposed to running around trying to find a tap and filling it up and then pouring it out. It saves so much time and energy. I then have my pencil case, which is handmade by my mum. She's a very talented textile artist. In here I just have some masking tape, which is an essential. I have putty rubbers and a normal rubber, a pencil sharpener. I'll usually have scissors and glue in here as well, but they're just back there and I haven't got them this time. A bunch of pencils, a jelly roll, white pen, some pencils, and then I've just got this folder which my grandma got me a couple of years ago, and it's got beautiful birds on it. It's so pretty. and I organise it with class 1 at the front and class 2 behind, and then right at the back I'll basically have my portfolio. So all the artwork I've done that I want to show my teacher is all back there. Then we move on to my portfolio folder, which is here. It's huge, it's A3 size. My mum got it for me a couple of years ago, so I'm not sure where it's from. I work on lots of different mediums. I work on canvas, I work on paper, I work on canvas board. Basically anything I can get my hands on, I'll paint on it if I can. So I like to take a canvas with me in case I want to start a new project, or I'll take my currently working on canvas. And then I'll take 2 different sizes of just plain paper. This is simply the De La Rowney Heavyweight Acrylic Oil Versatile All Areas type of paper, and I've got one in A4 and one in A3, and I'll just tear one of these out, masking tape it to a drawing board and paint on that. They do provide drawing boards at my school. I don't want to call it a school, it's not technically a school, it's an education centre, but I will sometimes take my own little drawing board because the ones they have there are quite thick and heavy, and this is just a bit lighter and easier for me to manage. I then have my currently working on project, which is going to end up looking like a portion of this. I think I'm going to do that bit there. And then I have my sketchbook, which is my godsend. My grandma got me this again, and it is chock-a-block full of drawings, rubbish colour sketches and plans and ideas. I love it, it's great size, it's pretty. And then of course I'll take with me my lunchbox, which is absolutely beautiful. It's got little bicycles on it, and because I'm there for the whole day I'll take my lunch with me and any snacks I want to take. I will sometimes take a water bottle as well, but I don't have one small enough at the moment. And then finally I have a little bag full of personal bits and bobs. I'm recording on my phone right now, but my phone would be in here, but otherwise I also have in here my pills. I have painkillers for mild, moderate and severe headache. I have 2 types of anti-nausea medication. I also have my headphones, which would also obviously go with my phone, and I used to have a portable phone charger, but I actually had the EE brand, the batch that was overheating, so Dad had to take those back, and he's going to pick me up another one at some point, but we just don't have it just yet. I then always take a migraine cool and soothe forehead patch. If I get a really bad headache during class, I'll just pop one of these on my forehead. And then obviously have my purse, got my Waterstones card, my library card and also my bank card. I have a couple of £1 coins in here as well, because you can buy a hot chocolate or a cup of tea during your classroom break. And finally, I do tend to wear makeup to class, so I will usually take the lip product I'm wearing and baby lips because they're so hydrating. I get such dry lips so easily, so I always take this everywhere. And I think that's all. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any comments or questions about where I got anything, or even if you go to art class, let me know what's in your art bag. I love to hear from you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! And these are the Winsor & Newton